Rocco! Alright, up next, he's been here, shit, almost every time we've done this since the beginning of the year. Let's give it up for Adam Resendez!
Thank you, sir. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. I went to use the bathroom earlier, and over the urinal, they actually have a placard of basically instructions on how to use the urinal and how not to use the urinal. And as somebody who's always up for a challenge, I just want to apologize for anyone who has to clean that up later. I actually read before I came in today that on Saturday they're having the second annual Cat Day in San Jose. And I'm actually surprised. It sounds like it's a good time, but I'm surprised they're having the second one because the first one was just such a catastrophe. It's not funny. 4 people died. Okay, it's not funny. But they said that there's actually probably going to be less cats this year because ICE has been deporting the Persian and Mexican short-haired cats. So that's going to suck. But on the bright side, there's going to be more Russian long hairs, white-haired long hairs. So they're thinking that Fox News will probably give it more positive coverage. So I work in the auto industry. I work down on Stevens Creek at a dealership, and one of the hardest things about my job is basically being around car guys when you're not a car guy. Like, I could care less about cars. To me, they're just a tool to get you from A to B. But you know, a lot of these guys, it's their life. Like a couple weeks ago, one of the mechanics came up to me and he was like, "Hey, did you see the new F-150 that just pulled up on the driveway?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see it. I don't really care." And he's like, "Oh, bro, it's lifted. It's got the off-road package. It's got 750 horsepower, like dual flux capacitors. I think he said. Like I said, I'm not a car person." And I just kind of shrugged it off. And he was like, "Well, what kind of cars do you like?" And I'm like, "Well, the ones that bring me lunch, preferably tacos, but I'll settle for ice cream." And another thing that I get a lot from my coworkers is mechanics who work on project cars. And I don't know if you know what a project car is, but it's basically when a mechanic will basically buy an old beat-up junker car and then spend years of his life and thousands of dollars for the car to never run. Over the years, I've probably known 25 or 30 guys working on project cars, and not one of those cars is on the road. They're all still sitting on the driveway on bricks. So basically, a project car is like a trophy wife. Like, you get one, you max out your credit cards in the hopes of one day getting to go home and take it for a ride. What was my next joke? Oh yeah, another one. Another thing I like about my job is that I don't have to really deal with customers usually. I'm usually in the back office in the service department, doing paperwork and whatnot. So I don't have to deal with customers, which is a blessing because, to be honest, sometimes customers can be kind of a pain in the ass, as probably the bartender can attest to. But a couple days ago, I was at the coffee machine at work, waiting in line, and I got stuck talking to a lady about her car, and she brought me in for repairs, and she was one of those ones who was like, "Oh, my car's my baby. I love my car. It's so great." And she has she named it after a character from Twilight. She has the furry steering wheel cover. And I looked at her and I was like, "Well, ma'am, your car has no bumper. It's got at least 3 warning lights on, and it smells like raspberry White Claw inside. So if your car's your baby, I'm calling CPS on that thing." But one of the things I like is I actually had some job offers years ago to work for Tesla, and thankfully I never didn't accept them because I don't think I could work for Elon Musk now, right? He's kind of an asshole, and I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk he wants to sell. He wants to sell electric cars because he wants to save all his gas for the showers he wants to build eventually. Okay. And I've always had a kind of a natural fear of cars, and I could never figure out why until I started going to therapy, and I discovered that it was actually due to some childhood trauma. I was actually hit by a drunk driver as a child. And once I went to therapy, all the memories started coming back, and I remember now that, I was in second grade, I remember I got picked up from school, and, on the way home, I was just kind of looking out the window, kind of zoning out, thinking about, what cartoons I was going to watch, and, when I get home, or what homework I have. And then suddenly, like, out of nowhere, just my mom backhands me across the face and says, "Hey, wake the fuck up. Run into this gas station and get me a pack of cigarettes." And that's a story about how I got hit by a drunk driver. Thank you very much. This is Adam. This is
Let's keep it going for Adam Resendez. On deck, we have Sam Bargo, and in the hole, we have Young Lee. But up next, she hosted the Caravan last night. Let's give it up for Micah!